But first, The Quiet Place has made a very loud buzz as it hits theaters nationwide. A family of 4 must live life in silence while hiding from creatures. If they hear you, they hunt you.
And here is my conversation with the director, star, and co-writer of the film, the great John Krasinski. John, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Welcome to South Florida.
It's so good to be here.
Right?
I love it down here.
I know.
And especially when there's a snowstorm in New York, it makes it even better to be here.
Just stay as long as you'd like.
Yeah.
Table read for this film. 5 minutes?
We didn't do one. Didn't need to. There's no dialogue. Well,
Yeah.
There's a little bit of dialogue, but not much.
Yeah, no one's getting laryngitis.
Nope, exactly. And if you do, it's great. Just bring it, use it. Use
Sure,
it. Yeah.
sure. What's so neat to me about this film is that this genre is predicated on explosions and loud noises and screaming. You take that, flip it on its axis.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
That was really the thing that drew me to this project. I mean, not only was it about a family that was protecting their kids at all costs, and we had just had our second daughter when I read the first draft, so I was in that wide open place of terror and raw nerves and wanting to keep her safe and keep her alive. But the other thing was that idea of, I think we could pull off kind of a magic trick here and do something that people haven't seen in a really long time, if ever used like this, that it's not a silent movie, it's a quiet movie because there's so much sound around you, it's just not a lot of talking.
Yeah, which obviously is in many ways complicated, but I would say also advantageous.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well, you said it best. I mean, to me, the first few days of shooting, I was really nervous because, you wonder if you can keep the tension and the pace that all these movies have that you need. And instead, it turned out that you could see in the performances where people weren't talking, and you could feel the power of rolling the camera and feeling the silence and feeling your surroundings was really powerful, really emotional. And after day 2 or 3, I was like, I think this might work.
But you didn't say that out loud.
No, I said it to my wife out loud. On the drive home, I was like, I think this might work.
Were you guys like method acting throughout the day? Did you talk lunch
Thank
breaks?
God not. Thank God we were not. No, we did. We talked. My wife is one of those, she's my favorite actress for sure, but she's one of those people who can do the most intense scene, and then as soon as you call cut, be like, what do they have for lunch? She's so good. She's so professional. And it was honestly the best collaboration I've ever had in my career.
And you mentioned intensity, and I'm wondering from your perspective, because okay, you're in a scene, you're just giving it everything, ton of emotions. Then you got to go direct.
Yeah.
How do you find all of that energy?
Well, it's interesting. You kind of just do it. It's one of those things where you start your day and you can't stop. It's the one job where you can't just say like, you know what, I can't do it. I need an hour off, because then everybody gets very angry at you. So you just find you basically just say, for the next 6 months, we're just going to give it all we got, with editing and all that other stuff. And it was a blast. It wasn't hard to do because this was so exciting, and everybody was giving it their all, and every single crew member, every single actor was giving it everything they had. So I was just rising to their bar.
And as I'm listening to you say that, I'm thinking, you act in it, you direct in it, your wife is in it, you helped write the screenplay. So I'm sure every project you do, you give your all, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But something like this must mean so much to you that you're so hell-bent on making it a great film.
It's absolutely the thing that I've been most proud of in my career. This thing means the most to me than anything I've done, because, The Office was a whole different thing because it gave me everything, but this is the most, like you said, this is the most I've ever given for a movie, and I'm so proud of it. And to have my wife in it, I don't think it's going to get much better than this. I'm retiring is what I'm saying. I'm announcing my retirement.
And moving to South Florida.
Exact, done. This is the place to retire. Are you kidding? This is great.
There's a townhouse in Boca with your name on it.
I like it.
All right.
We'll go see it after this interview.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too.
You got it.
Who are we if we can't protect them? We have to protect them.
If you do go see A Quiet Place, when you go home, I suggest sleeping with the lights on.
I really want to see it. I've heard great things about it.
It's terrifying.